Y ahora seguiremos un poquillo más y a ver si soy capaz de sacar algún final. Que creo que estamos cerca del final de la brujeración. Creo. Luego te lo miro, pero creo que sí. A ver, yo creo que deberíamos hacer esto, porque el contrato de las gárgolas no lo vamos a poder hacer. Esto tampoco, porque no me lleva un traqueo bien. Es que es eso, tiene cosas muy... Bueno, vamos a marcar esto. Pero tengo que hablar con Jorbeth antes de entrar en el anfiteatro. Y eso es por ese lado. Pues si no puedo entrar por aquí. ¿O sí? Creo que igual tenemos por ahí. No. Está en la casa de Filipal Har. O sea, al final el brujero... Es que el brujero lo tenemos muy cerca del final. Las cosas como son. Entonces... Lo que no sé es cómo llegar allí. Ah, mira, que esto no lo había visto yo por aquí. Vale. Claro, pero lo has mirado, José Ra. Pues no, la verdad es que no. Uy, 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 uy. Peligro. ¡Gatete! Hola, ¿es usted malo?
In a hurry to see the deliberate.
Here on urgent business.
Your dress seems to confirm it. Excuse you indeed. I suppose I couldn't much care.
And what, pray?
The rightful heir will ascend to the Eternian
Prince.
King.
Que viene el flashback.
Prince Stennis. A poisoner, coward, and schemer. He trembled with disgust when he spoke to the peasants. Disdain flowed from him like vomit. But he didn't deserve to be lynched. That was not the justice Saskia fought for. Prince Stennis I, son of Demavend III, became the 17th king of Edirn. He won the hearts of the people. They saw him as the hope of the nation. The realm, ravaged by war, needed a ruler sensitive to the plight of his subjects. King Stennis I was just that.
Vale, y aquí había algo que brillaba. Madera. ¡Puchu! ¡Gatete! Si pudiese acariciarlo sería el mejor juego ever. Pero no se puede acariciar a los gatos. Vale, por ahí no se puede salir. Bien. Estoy atrapado. Claro, realmente solo tenemos disponible la opción correspondiente con lo que hemos ido eligiendo, supongo. El resto es muerte segura. Hostia, a ver si por casualidad pudiésemos encontrar lo de las gárgolas. Sería fantástico. No, Jorbeth aún no, hombre.
I hate those monastic curs.
They're not paragons of virtue, true, but they were just doing their job.
Then they didn't do it well. Can we go?
I need to do something.
Don't be...
Greetings.
Here to see the show.
What service?
I actually...
Give her...
You can do...
Ah, and how's life?
Pretty normal. We don't...
Prepare for your final lesson.
Welcome.
Bearded?
Don't be a child. We came here to perform, but this place is a circus in itself.
What do you say?
Food. You want to buy something? Or you...
Fine, I'll bite.
That'll be 200 orans.
Vale. Enséñame la barba y te enseño yo la mía.
Final? But I'll have no discussion. This will be a practical
Ah, mira.
lesson. You'll learn what a sorceress can never agree to.
Come back and see the show one day.
You want to buy something? Or are you waiting for my beard to grow out? Bye.
Una elfa barbuda.
Of Rivia.
Me ha gustado eso. ¿Qué están mirando los perretes? 200 orens por verle la barba a esa elfa. A ver si podemos abrir algo antes de meterme. Mira, aquí está. Aquí está, sí señor. No, payote. ¡Hijos de puta! Mira Capochache cómo va fichando ahí. Por cierto, no sé si habéis visto, los que tenéis tropecientos millones de puntos del canal, que podéis tirarle un timeout a alguien, a quien vosotros queráis. No sé si lo habéis visto. Le tendré que bajar el precio a esa recompensa, a lo mejor, para que lo uséis más. Y se haga aquí las guerras de... Que parezca esto... Puerto Urraco. Hola. Vale, voy a necesitar la guía otra vez.
Magic or danger?
No renta. Depende de a quién sea, ¿eh? A ver, ¿dónde está esto? A ver, hubo un momento en el que yo encontré una guía. Rune Rooms, este es. Perfecto. Vale, Fizz. Vale, a ver. Hemos dicho que es esto primero. Luego esta. Luego la S de Superman. Y luego esta. Y ya estaría.
You hold the sword of Aramil, who defied his king's rule. The Lord of the Wild Hunt desires the gene of the Elder Blood. He seeks to fling open the gates between the worlds so that terror and destruction may reign. The king of the hunt ordered me slain, and the wraiths born at his command assumed living form, pursuing me through the voids between the worlds for centuries. I have arrived at Loch Muin. Though tired, I know I will not rest. The riders of the hunt draw near. On my back, I can feel their deathly breath.
Qué guapo. Vale, ya hemos pillado esto. 45... 50, vale, es mejor que la que tenemos. Hemorragia, daño de apariciones más 4. Buah, esta espada va a ser la polla. Vale, vamos a devolver la quest antes de irnos al anfiteatro. Y no estoy haciendo casi ni pociones, ni aceites, ni pollas, ¿eh?
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final? But
Corre, Gerald. Raudo cuan plátano. Oye, los cadáveres aquí en la calle tan tranquilamente, eso es bien, ¿eh? Vale, a ver si lo dejamos. Vale.
It's a brazen attack. King Radovid.
These ruins, they read that.
Vale, no nos deja triscarnos la otra vez. Que yo que sé, triscarla es bien.
I'm working on improving. I'm working.
Me voy a hacer yo un brownie. ¿Te parece? Ahora en cuanto cerremos.
I got rid of. Excellent. At last we can explore. And here's your.
Tengo hambre, de hecho. Me voy a hacer un bocadillo de panceta.
What ingredient? I'll need quite a list.
Y a ver qué nos dice de la...
Thanks.
No quiero panceta. ¿Te gusta mi panceta, Citus? Dime que te gusta mi panceta, sí. Vale. Doble pareja. ¡Uy! He ganado. He ganado sin querer. Vale, pues nos vamos. Ay, que me pica la espalda. Vale,
Can
a
we
ver.
go now?
Ahora sí.
Yes, let's go.
Time to finish this business.
Venga, va. Vamos para allá. Estamos cerca del final, ¿no, Ferre? Ahora llegaba lo del dragón, si no recuerdo mal. Bueno, pero no hagamos spoilers.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
For the good of the entire North.
The united forces of Kedwin and Redania will end the fighting among the Elder Houses and secure peace from Gorsvelen to Ellender. At present, Temeria is starting to resemble the Pontar Valley.
Which, if I understand correctly, is currently controlled by Edirn.
You are mistaken, Radovid. Vergen is free.
Free? What precisely does that mean?
Lormark is not Kedwin's, and Edirn no longer controls Upper Edirn. We have rejected Prince Stennis.
King Stennis?
And handed King Henselt's army a resounding defeat.
Your forces, my dear lass, are nothing but a motley array of rebellious peasants and elven brigands. Sooner or later, they will need to swear allegiance to someone, or they will be defeated and dispersed.
The peoples of the Pontar Valley will swear allegiance to me, Queen Saskia. As an independent realm, we hereby speak in favor of reconstituting the Council and Conclave.
You're a lovely girl, but you issue from common stock. The sole crown you are worthy of donning is a wreath woven of wildflowers. Redania will recognize no other coronation.
In that case, you must choose, King Radovid. Will you carve up Temeria, or march on the Pontar Valley? Henselt, last of the line of the Unicorns, has sworn to recognize the Pontar Valley as a free realm. Philippa Eilhart witnessed it.
Philippa Eilhart is in my dungeon, awaiting trial for treason.
She was in your dungeon, Radovid, but is no longer. She will sit at my side in Vergen as my royal advisor.
Everything we did in Vergen will be in vain. There's still hope. We have the dagger.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more
Lo de
important
Thanet
question
sucedió en
relates to
el...
the Conclave and its power to designate royal
en el libro.
advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the Northern Kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanseville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherd at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Verás.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
Mira Lezo.
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations. Speak on. The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses?
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emin, and finally, Sheila de Tanzaville. To my deepest regret, 2 Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Asira Varanahid and Fringa Levigo, were also members. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
Our queen left to powder her nose.
La rosa llameante. De esto no me acuerdo nada, tío. No me acuerdo absolutamente nada de esto.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, honorable sorcerers.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Lochmuin. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
Hola, Saskia. Pero aquí, si lo haces por el otro lado, no te enteras de que es Saskia, ¿no? El dragón. Si no haces la quest que he hecho yo hoy, si no haces la línea de quest que hice yo, no te enteras de que Saskia es el dragón.
Geralt! We're trapped! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Operación Dragón. Claro, y ahora ya me salen todos. Me salen las misiones como fallidas. Es que no habíamos terminado. There is no turning back. No turning back. Tomorrow's waiting on the road. No.
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later,
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sir Sempesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
No me gusta esto, No me gusta, no. No. Hostia, ya me ha cargado.
Damn it.
Porque sabes qué es lo que quiero, ¿no? ¿Sabes lo que quiero, no?
Geralt! We're trapped! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
You know what I want.
Stand back while you can, Witcher.
Por cierto, porque ahora tengo 3 barras de estamina y antes 4. ¿Qué era la espada lo que me daba antes más estamina o algo de eso?
If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon? Tell him now!
66.
Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it! The diamond. Remove the diamond. I'll give you anything you want. No! No!
Ha hecho bluff y se convirtió en Chocapic. Vale, a ver cómo me cargo al ratón. ¡Hola, pizza, bonico! ¿Montarte en mi velero? Ah, vale. No, no, precisamente no.
Take that.
Macho, espérate. Espérate. No le hace nada la daga, ¿eh? Pues me muero. Es el modo hardcore del 3. Puede ser, ¿eh? No diría yo que no. Vale. Entonces, lo que... o sea, si yo dejo vivir a Sheila de Tankerville, luego sale en el otro. En el Bruger 3, Sheila. Que si la dejo a vivir sí que sale. Hostia, pues igual me interesa ver a Sheila en el otro, ¿eh? Ahí va, me ha matado. Igual me interesa ver a Sheila, ¿eh? En el otro. Para cuando juguemos en el Witcher, que mi partida sea distinta, ¿eh? Claro, es que eso mola mucho, tío. Es que eso mola mucho, ¿eh? Era aquí.
Geralt! We're trapped! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Claro, ese es el tema. Lezo en el 3, si lo dejas con vida, mola muchísimo la quest de Lezo. Entonces, a Lezo sí que lo voy a dejar vivo, porque me moló la quest de Lezo.
If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon?
66. Hola, señor Super, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas. Claro, pues eso mola, eso mola. Vale, pues lo paso todo.
Farewell. Something's not right. The diamond. Someone replace the diamond. This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits. Geralt, remove it.
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard.
Además nos dice ahora mismo, nos dice dónde vamos, cuál es el arranque del Witcher 3, que es ir a Nilfgaard a por Yennefer. Lo que pasa es que, claro, aquí me queda también otra cosa pendiente, que es que no hemos encontrado a Triss. Vale, ahora lo hemos matado. Hala, ¿ya le estás mandando fototeta a esa ferreta? Si es una fototeta, mándamela a mí también, ¿eh? Que me da envidia.
Shit, you stink.
Macho, me ha matado. Hijo de fruta. Pero bien, Bonica, muchísimas gracias por la raid. ¿Cómo estás? He escuchado fototeta. ¿Cómo estáis, hermosos? ¿En qué momentazo? Aquí contra un dragón que estamos, ¿eh? ¿Qué te parece? ¿Qué te parece? Y nos falta la última... Creo... Macho, es que ni me he preparado lo de la vida, ni me he preparado nada de nada. Vale, dice que el parry los cojones, ¿no? Mira, este dragón es como un gato, ¿eh? Pero, tío... Tú estabas pegando hachazos en el God of War. Pero con el Ragnarok... ¡Hostia! Con el Ragnarok, que no lo había visto. ¿Y qué tal? ¿Cómo vas? Espero que hayas estado genial, Erien, y que... Y eso es lo que te he dicho antes, que todo vaya mejor de salud también. Esto me va a costar la vida, ¿eh? Me cago en error de boss. Tío. Pero macho, ¿qué cojones quieres que me pare? ¿Cómo quieres? ¿Cómo coño quieres que pare eso? ¿Cómo coño quieres que pare lo del rabo? A mí no me gusta que un dragón me dé en la cara con el rabo, ¿eh? Un poquito de resistencia sube, ¿no? Y los calores también, ¿verdad? Este también tienes combate por clic. Pero realmente los dos necesitan el remaster. Pero en cuanto les pilles el tranquillo, es bien.
How many more can there be?
Pero el tema está en que tú le haces el dodge y se lo come, tío. Ven, le haces el dodge. Le haces el dodge, le giras y aún así te comes la hostia. Pero lo tiene, lo de fijar enemigo. Lo que no tiene es este boss en concreto. Gracias, Citus. Cuando haces el dodge ya no hay stop, che. Eso es cierto. Venga, va. A ver, porque aquí ya no podemos meditar, evidentemente. ¿Ah, sí? Sí, 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 me deja, sí. Vale, y ahora... No tengo piedras para las armas. No tengo ahora piedras para las armas. Aquí. Vale, pues así vamos. Y a ver qué tal.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
¿Ves? Ahí le había hecho ya el dodge. Macho, déjame un momento. Vamos. ¡No! Me cago en su puta madre, tío. Estoy cerquita. Pero es que es eso, es que los saltos de nivel son excesivamente excesivos. ¿Le puedo tirar bombas? Ah, mira, con las bombas de gas. Vale, vamos a tirarnos la poti. Vale, vamos a ver. ¿Ferreta te ha mandado por un fotopene? Claro. Vale, vamos a ver. Y hemos dicho que a ver si puedo... Mira, potenciador del nano, vitalidad más 2. Pero es que un 1% de mierda, tío. No, vamos a subirnos 2 de... 2 de... o sea, son 4 de armadura y 2 de vitalidad. Y vale, y la espada es que no tengo nada para la espada. Venga, va. Y a ver qué podemos hacer ahora. Esta ya tiene que ser lo bueno. Macho. Uf. Venga, tío. Que lo había esquivado. Lo había esquivado, hijo de puta. Cago en Dios, tío.
How many more can there be?
No le hago una mierda, ¿no? Me cago en Dios. Me cago en su puta madre. Hostia, aquí tendría que haber estado con lo de la daga de Filipa. No, mierda, me he equivocado de botón. Me he equivocado de botón, me cago en su puta madre. No me digas que tengo que hacer toda la puta fase otra vez. Dime que saltamos ya directamente al dragón. Uf. Son hijos de puta, pero no tanto, ¿eh? Pues aún les tenemos que estar agradecidos. Pues ya nos salvamos a Sagia, ¿eh? Me parece que ya nos salvamos a Sagia. Hola María Jaclasda, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, María Jaclasda? Espérate, vamos a... Hay que ponerle... esto. Para María. Ah, sí, aún la podemos salvar. Dime que la podemos salvar. Claro, esto yo no lo había visto en mi primera partida, ¿eh?
Yeah, unnecessary.
Yet I sense your readiness to fight on.
We were fighting to the death just minutes ago.
I understand. I believe I owe you part of my treasure. Family tradition and all.
No need. Can you make it back to Vergen?
I think so. I've always healed quickly in the past.
Oh, mira, mira, Ferreta.
You know, you're not the first dragon I've talked to.
You met my father, Villain Trettenmath, known also as Borg Three Jackdaws.
I thought he couldn't have children.
He thought so as well.
Polymorphing. Did you get that from him?
Just a hint of it.
Hostia, qué bueno.
I can only assume one human form. He could transform into anyone he liked.
You also don't have his quickness and reflexes. And I don't think I saw a single golden scale on you.
Nor do I have his mustache or paunch. Sorry to disappoint you.
Qué
Professional
bueno.
curiosity. Forgive me. Where is Borg these days?
Who can know that? He taught me what he thought I should know and flew off yonder. It's the dragon's way.
Qué guapo, tío.
And he gave me my name.
Synthesis, if I heard right.
66. 66.
Philippa took advantage of the chaos and escaped. Think she could reveal your secret?
It's nothing I can control. I don't intend to pursue her. We may or may not meet again, but I shall leave that to fate.
She's not one to give up easily. I think she'll come after you again, try to take control, as soon as she's done licking her wounds.
I shall be cautious next time. And I know much more about Eilhart.
Eilhart también tiene que andarse con ojo ahora, ¿eh?
More than she would wish. Interesting.
I obeyed Philippa, but I was not blind. We were close, and Eilhart could not keep all her secrets concealed. I know her weakness, something that can destroy...
Valuable and dangerous knowledge.
Precisely why I'll keep it to myself.
Sheila and Philippa have lost. The Lodge has been defeated.
That's good, though temporary. I fear we shall hear of them again.
You know Emir's armies have crossed the Yaruga?
I expected as much, as did Philippa. We defeated the Adernian lords and Henselt. With a bit of luck, we'll defeat the Emperor as
Les va a
well.
salir mal, ¿eh?
Can you tell me what'll happen to Yorvith now?
Let's be honest. He's a terrorist. I'll not lie about him nor whitewash his deeds. He must earn respect on his own, and perhaps, a few generations on, humans will forget.
Did you intend just to use him?
Geralt, Yorvith has killed more humans than you've eaten chickens. He's not one to be used. It's not that simple. He came to believe in me and knew from the start what we were fighting for. He made a choice.
Sure you don't know what I'm talking about? Those baby doe eyes, that intense misty gaze, the pouting.
We shared a cause, fought side by side.
Yorvith did and would do anything for you. Question is, what are you prepared to do for him?
There will always be a place for the Scoia'tael in the free Pontar Valley. As to Yorvith himself,
Ese elfo es un terrorista.
crude things about us.
Qué bueno es este juego, por favor.
Thing is, as long as I can remember, I found dwarves fascinating. Must be a dragon thing. And though preferable to a human, an elf would be a compromise.
Va, fail. Va a hacer un elf fail.
You shall always be a welcome guest in Bergen. I underline guest.
Don't worry, I'm only ever a visitor.
I know. Sometimes I wish I could see the future, like my father.
And sometimes it's better to be surprised.
Farewell, Witcher.
Va fail. Dragon. Y ahora nos queda... Y esto es nuestro amigo Radovid, ¿no? Esto es nuestro amigo Radovid.
Your handiwork, sire.
In the beginning, there was chaos.
Epílogo. Claro, pero si es que nos falta Lezo todavía. Ahora también queda otra pregunta. Cuando terminemos con este, ¿qué hacemos? Sí. Al final ha sido manipulado por Nilfgaard, ¿no?
What happened to Saskia?
She's alive. Wounded from our scrap, but alive. She impaled herself on a tree, and then I had to use that dagger. But she'll make it. Mountain air is good for a dragon's hide.
You're the most noble human I know, Gwynblade.
I'm no human.
Qué grande, tío.
Glad you reminded me.
My hatred for the species abated for a moment.
What about Letho?
Strange thing. He sits in the Temerians' former camp. I believe he awaits you.
How do you know?
I saw him. He's got Triss.
Let's go. Tell me what happened here on the way.
While you were fighting Saskia, the city was staged to a bloody spectacle.
The players?
There were many. At first, it was a hunt for the traitors, but it soon turned into a hunt for all mages. And there were a few skirmishes between Kedweni, Redanian, and Temerian troops. Rape, pillage, and murder.
Yo es que tengo un cisco entre Temeria y Redania.
The pastimes of the Order's pious knights. And the regular troops soon followed suit. The kings, with their choice units, left the city just after the dragon attacked.
And the Nilfgaardians?
Remained neutral. That is to say, they shot anyone who dared approach their camp.
Qué bonito es Buckler. Tenemos nivel, por cierto.
When we're done with you, you'll be a lump of whimpering meat.
Elf! Killed a non-human.
Toda por culo, hombre.
Beasts! Bloody sons of bitches!
Will you be all right?
Yes, thank you. Leave me.
What happened here?
When the summit ended, we hid in one of the houses, but they found us. Cut off both my sister's hands so she wouldn't cast spells. But I managed to escape. They caught me here.
Let's go, Gwynblade. This is madness.
This is Esparta.
Has changed. That's what it looks like now.
Vale, podemos subirnos un talento. Hostia, vitalidad más 20. Podría haber mirado mejor los talentos que podía pillarme, ¿eh? Daño de bomba más 30. Es que es eso, tío. Es que... Follar entre hermanos, dice. Sí, Redania es el de... El de Radovid. Y Temeria es el de Foltest, ¿no? Y
I think I heard something.
Roach es de Temeria, que es el Valle de las Lilies, ¿no? Y ¿cómo se llama el espía este que mola tanto? El cojo, el que dejamos cojo. Emperor. Ah, que son dos.
Finish your story.
I managed to sneak into the Nilfgaardian camp. It was relatively quiet there. Then I saw Letho leading Triss out.
They let him go?
No one dared stop him. I followed him. I think he noticed me, but didn't seem to care. Once the fighting died down, he went to the former Temerian camp.
Is Triss all right?
Yes. Letho defended her from marauders.
Setas. Setitas, setitas, setitas con jamón. Vale. Sí, es la del Brena. Es la del Brena, la de que en los libros Geralt ve el monolito con los nombres de los que cayeron en esa batalla, ¿no? Es que mola mucho la historia del juego. ¡Hala, venga! No hay gente aquí ni nada, ¿eh? No hay gente ni nada aquí. Madre de Dios. Madre de Dios la que hay liada aquí. Madre de Dios. Pero no te lo pierdas, que hemos entrado por allí y ahora me han bloqueado la puerta. Pero cuantísima gente hay aquí, ¿no? Muerta. Vamos. Se viene. Se viene.
Stop, Yorvith. I'm going alone.
Why?
This is between the two of us. Take care of Triss until I return.
Your choice.
Mine, indeed. There's one more thing you need to know. Nilfgaard's armies have crossed the Yaruga. War is inevitable.
Va fail, Gwynblade. Don't get killed.
Lo intentaré.
Farewell, Yorvith. If I don't return within the hour, find Saskia and leave without me. Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilfgaardians.
¿Cómo estás, Cadul Bonico?
And defended me from the troops.
It's time to end this. Yorvith's waiting. I'll catch up.
Dios, que es guapísimo.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Don't get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
¿Por qué todo el mundo me dice lo mismo? Que no te maten, que no te maten. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué manía tenéis conmigo? Que no te maten, que no te maten. El otro, que no te maten. Y el otro, que no te maten. No tienes piernas. Ah, pero es que los streamers tenéis piernas. ¿Qué tal, Cadul Bonico? Llega justo al final del Witcher 2, ¿eh? Si no quieres spoilers... De hecho, lo vamos a poner para el que entre. Que lo sepa. Lo voy a poner en el título para que la gente lo sepa, que estamos en el final. Guay, guay, guay. Que ha tocado... Pero además, tú estás loco. Que hoy es domingo. ¿Qué haces yendo al gimnasio en domingo? ¡Qué cabrón! Es el que quería matar a Sheila. Este es el que cambió.
My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the royal witch hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on
Esto es buenísimo, ¿eh?
No matter the game.
No lo sé todavía. Lo voy a probar, a ver.
When all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
I only drink with friends.
What about old acquaintances? Eh? Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
Hostia, qué bueno. Zasca, zasca.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying. The hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Hostia, qué guapo, tío. De esto no me acordaba en absoluto. O sea, Eredin.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left, friend.
Eredin era el que todavía el rey de la Wild Hunter. O sea, allí.
Remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days. Delirious. In agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums. Trying to seduce orcs. Trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in
Qué
the
guapo,
middle
tío.
of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, we got in trouble and we pulled her
Vaya,
out.
Yennefer metiéndose en...
Then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ox, Serrit, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Hostia, Serrit, me suena mucho Serrit.
We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful, no violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the Northern
Qué caña.
Kingdom. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatier had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire.
She was when I left.
Hola, Parasitrol bonico. ¿De qué era? ¿De rol de mesa normal o sobre algún... alguna base? Súper.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, there's some damn elven race.
Estamos en el final, Parasitrol.
They turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
Es que esto mola muchísimo, es muchísimo lore.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What do they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern.
No, a mí es que me encanta, a mí es que me encanta. A ver, tiene mucho diálogo cuando te pones a explorar el diálogo, pero podría haber pasado y haberme liado a hostias. Pero es que a mí precisamente me interesa eso, el deep lore. Y sobre todo de este juego que es tan profundo y tan cañero, porque esto es la pollísima. Esto es la pollísima. Porque básicamente lo que nos está explicando es que la Wild Hunt realmente, pues eso, lo que ya sabemos son los elfos que luego creo que lo visitamos en el Witcher 3, ¿no? En el Witcher 3 no conocemos al rey de los elfos. ¿Me quiere sonar? ¿El actual rey de los elfos? Creo recordar que sí. Y como la Wild Hunt son, pues eso, es que realmente es como un ejército, ¿no? Lo vemos en cinemática. A mí es que me suena. Pero Eredin es eso. Eredin era el comandante del rey de los elfos, por así decirlo. Es el líder de la Wild Hunt, no es un rey per se. Y lo que me ha molado esto, que pues yo no me coscaba, si me lo han dicho en alguna ocasión, pues ya no me acordaba, es que realmente a este mundo lo que traen son espectros para, pues eso, ir adelantando. Pero que cuando tienen que ir ellos, van ellos. Claro, es que me suena a eso. Me suena a eso. De estar en el palacio del rey. Pero es que igual lo he soñado, o es por los libros, o yo qué sé, tengo ya un batiburrillo.
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his police end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper, the Witcher's order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago, and Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other witches of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Filavandrel.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew
No,
you'd
pero
pursue me.
¿ese no es el de los elfos de este mundo?
Fact is, only you know the truth.
No lo sé ahora mismo, no me tengo un cisco.
And a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way, but if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Claro, el que dices tú es Filavandrel, claro, de este mundo, pero el que me refiero yo es el de los elfos del mundo de los elfos. Claro, Filavandrel es el rey de los... Lo acabo de ver, sí, es el de los de aquí. Pero no.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the
Y esta es la intención de Nilfgaard, todo lo que había detrás.
Incredible. We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another, pursue their God-given rights, seek vengeance and be at each other's
Es que es buenísimo, tío.
The north resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Care to tell?
And you know the north.
How did you manage to
¿Ves? Aquí tenemos para... En plan de, ¿qué te falta por saber? Yo te lo explico.
Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila. And now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Where'd you get your information?
From the Emperor and Vatir de Rideau, the Emperor's chief spy.
Que ese también sale en los libros y es una caña.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claim she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the lodge. Only it...
Y Vatir también sale en los libros, que es bastante importante también.
How do you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. We barely avoided our pursuers. And we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling...
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the lava land sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle is under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd seen the light. No. So one of Arian's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk. Arian's brave men drove off.
No one noticed you had no wound?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret.
Qué cabrón.
All I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
Es que mola muchísimo precisamente por eso, porque es en plan de ¿qué hay de la trama que no te has coscado? Que te lo voy a explicar ahora. Y mola muchísimo.
When did you decide to get rid of Yorveth?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorveth, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorveth. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember.
Qué buenísimo. Igualito que en Dark Souls, tal cual.
So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind. Or that Yorveth was manipulating me.
Es que mola muchísimo porque al final dices, hostia, es que Lezo es la polla.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
You screwed up with Henselt.
Sabrina's curse tore that down. First off, we got holed up in that hideout in the ravines. Then Sheila showed up and started watching Henselt like he was her own ass. By that time, his death was no longer necessary. Fate had smiled upon us again. I learned of the summit and the efforts to reconstitute the council and conclave. The ideal setting for the mission's grand finale. Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
Y ahora se viene.
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
Y aquí es donde decidimos. No podemos guardar aquí ahora, ¿verdad? No podemos guardar. Pero mi decisión va a ser esta.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
You going or not?
Farewell.
Yo hice los dos finales. O sea, yo cargué la partida y volví a ver qué es lo que pasaba. Pero este es el final que querría yo. Y así tenemos a Lezo y a Sila, a los dos vivos. Mira, hamburguesa, Citus, está aquí mi hamburguesa. Mira hamburguesa, Citus. Vale, pues al final hemos dejado a todo el mundo vivo, o sea, todos los importantes vivos. Saskia, Sila y Lezo. Un buen caldo de cultivo para el 3, ¿eh?
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers.
Mira, ándale.
Along the way, he had met both the righteous and scoundrels, Bernard Laredo amongst the latter.
Qué
Laredo
grande
sold
es.
Flotsam to Kedwen and scattered the local non-humans to the four winds.
Ahora los matamos a todos. Cargamos la partida y matamos a todos. Y estos son los resultados de nuestras decisiones.
The Witcher witnessed Saskia the Dragonslayer achieve a great victory. The Pontar Valley, previously Upper Eddern, became a promised land for outcasts who dared dream of freedom.
Entonces, esto es completamente distinto a lo que conseguí porque yo hice el otro camino, el de Rhodes.
Yet dark times approached for the architects of the New Order. Dark clouds have been gathering over Temeria since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which nobles began to shred. These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loch Muin sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwen divided it between them. A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages.
Tío, qué guapísima es la historia,
It
tío.
seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Eddern,
Pero si Jaskier me mola muchísimo.
them most.
A mí Jaskier me mola muchísimo, Dandelion.
Common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included. Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the day seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some
Hostia, y si no haces esta...
Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and
¡Ay, va, las tetas, las tetas! No miréis, no miréis.
Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was
Odo.
but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Las tetas. Pues nos hemos pasado el Que, Ferreta, una cosa que te quiero preguntar. Si, claro, si yo no hubiese elegido el camino de Saskia, no habría visto a Felipa Eilhart cómo pierde la vista, ¿no? Tampoco. Hola, ¿cómo andas, bonico? Está vicial al Octopad, ¿qué dices? Madre mía. Pero al 2, ¿no? El que acaba de salir. Yo probé el 1 y no me convence. Claro, por eso no me sonaba nada de lo de que Felipa Eilhart perdiese la vista en este juego. Porque como hice el otro camino no lo vi. Es que mola muchísimo, tío. No me jodas. O sea, es que te anima a pasarte el juego 2 veces para ver el otro final. sea, no el final, sino toda la línea argumental. Es que es un arco argumental enormísimo lo que te pierdes así. Qué guapo es. Yo el Octopath Traveler lo probé en su momento y me resulta demasiado... Es que es eso, yo no soy de JRPG. A mí me gustan los RPGs occidentales. No, claro. Claro, luego tienes como si dejas o no matar al salir vivo al dragón, a Sheila, a Lezo. De hecho, ¿queréis que hagamos el combate contra Lezo o lo dejamos así? Yo creo que lo vamos a dejar así, ¿eh? Porque total, no vamos a conseguir nada. Y son las 8:30. Nada, lo vamos a dejar aquí. Yo quería haber hecho cosas esta tarde. Mira que si es que soy un desgraciado. Don Cruise Jr., qué fresquito con su ducha. Vale, y ahora el post-credits. Un conejete. Verás. ¿Cómo se nota que es un vídeo de hace 12 años, eh? De esto tampoco me acuerdo, ¿eh? Que es un tío que va a prenderle fuego a brujas. Que no me acuerdo en absoluto de esto. Ya, pero también es cierto que es la persona que le ha hecho que lo acusen de haber matado él a Foltest. Nilfgaard. Hostia, qué guapo, tío. Ah, vale, por el dragón, dices. No, y que no tenía nada en contra del dragón. Dios, qué guapo, tío. Qué guapísimo, tío. El mundo que conocemos se acerca a su fin, pero el pasado sigue siendo la clave del futuro. Guapísimo, gente. Guapísimo. Me ha encantado y sobre todo, entre que no me acuerdo de cosas y que había unas líneas argumentales que no había jugado, pues me ha molado muchísimo jugar el Witcher así con este rollo. Sí, Figrim, iba a terminar antes, pero hasta que no nos hemos terminado el Witcher no hemos parado.